Hi students, and welcome to this class of Introduction to Schools of Sociological Theory. And today I have with me a very important topic on the contributions to functionalism. So as you see here in this topic of contributions to functionalism, we're going to look at some of the works, some of the important points from some of the pioneers of sociology towards this perspective of functionalism. As we see here, a quick revision of what is functionalism. As you look at this perspective of functionalism, you would see that this particular perspective was one among the first, and it gives us a clear idea about how do we view society. And in this perspective, you view society as if it is made up of a living being which has different parts, and these parts in the society play a certain role, play a certain function, and all of these are interdependent on each other, they are interrelated to one another, and all of them contribute to the smooth functioning of the whole society. So that's the main premise on which functionalism is based on. So let's go further and see here that according to functionalists, we take this for granted that if there is a disruption in the society, then it may not be a major one to disrupt the whole smooth functioning of the society, and rather the society may come back to the equilibrium. And this is what you see is some of the postulates on which functionalism is based. The postulate of functional unity, that everything in the society is contributing to the benefit of the whole. Even the slightest small aspects of discontent, somehow you tend to manage with it, and the society will be continuing smoothly. Okay, so let's look at this, which are some of the important contributors to this perspective of functionalism. So as you see here, first among them is Auguste Compt, the founder of sociology, and you see Auguste Compt played a vital role in making sociology the way it is. Of course, when Compt wrote his different works, Cours de philosophy or any other work of his, it indirectly bears an imprint of functionalism. Though Compt does not explicitly state that he was writing from a functionalist perspective, but later on, when sociologists try to analyze his work, it somehow draws us to this perspective of functionalism. So, as you see here, whether Compt is talking about in his work of social statics and dynamics, or whether he's talking about the law of three stages, that is, society is progressing, you will find that Compt is talking about that society is functionally organized system with its components in harmony. So this is a major point that he emphasizes in all of his work, which is based on this principle of consensus universalis. So what holds society together, or what contributes to the smooth functioning of society, is because of the consensus that is there among the people, and this is what Compt emphasized in all of his work. So indirectly again, Compt contributed to the idea of functionalism. Going further, you will see Herbert Spencer can be rightly regarded as the founding father of this perspective of functionalism. Why? Because you will see it was Spencer's work, especially to do with in his idea of organic analogy, that he talks about comparing a society with an organism. And in doing so, in comparing this society with an organism, you will find that indirectly he lays the foundation, the seeds for the tree of functionalism. Now how is this? Because he's talking about, is here, that the society is made up of different parts, okay, of which all of them work together to remain healthy and to survive. Just like an organism, the society also adjusts and adapts itself to the demands and pressures of social change. So this is the major focus in his idea, and he talks about it in the evolution of societies as well, where societies evolve from simple to complex, whether we are talking about the very primitive traditional agricultural societies to modern and industrial societies, or the primitive military societies. All of these, when they evolve, you will find that they change, because it is the increasing size that leads to the increase in the complexity. And this increasing size is because of differentiation of different type of work that people do, and as a result they perform different types of functions which contribute to the complexity of the society. So in Spencer's work, you will find that he lays a strong foundation towards this perspective of functionalism. Further, we will see in the work of Durkheim as well, as a pioneer of sociology, where he talks about in his doctoral thesis in 1893 the work of division of labor. There again you find an imprint of functionalism in it, because he's talking about what type of work people do, what type of role and what type of function they play in the society. And when he's talking about division of labor based on his concept of solidarity, where he's comparing two groups of people, whether we are talking about the primitive societies or the modern societies. In the primitive societies, he talks about the mechanical solidarity among the people, but here you will find that people perform the same type of roles, and as a result the similar type of functions, and as a result the division of labor is very simple. When you go to the modern industrial societies, you find there is differentiation of work. People do different types of work. As a result, there is complex division of labor, and as a result there is what he called it as people are conjoined together based on the principle of organic solidarity. So in this works as well, and whether in the work of he talks about the concept of integration, applying it to do two different works of his, whether it is suicide or whether it is religion, you again find that he's talking about the role of society, the role of religion in somehow the smooth functioning of the society. Okay, so in all of these works you will find that Durkheim also makes a strong contribution towards the perspective of functionalism. So with this takes us to the conclusion of today, this quick tutorial on functionalism and its contributors to it. And you see from these thinkers or these scholars or these pioneers that they contributed immensely to this perspective, but the point is, when they were writing about it, they never thought of it as functionalism. It was later on that the different sociologists and scholars who analyzed their works felt this is a functionalist perspective towards looking at society. So with this, I would like to stop here and say a thank you to you.